And he finds a gap, beats cover, and that's 4 runs and well played, Vishy. A fine hand. Came in when the score was 2 for 22, showed a lot of courage and some glorious stroke play. A generous round of applause, standing ovation for the outer, and a lot of courage in that century. Been struggling all summer. Hit back with a magnificent 100.
This is how it all started on the 20th of November 1969. A young man called Gundappa Vishwanath strode on the turf of Green Park in Kanpur against the mighty, mighty Australians, and at the age 20, when things were looking down, he scored a centurion debut, and I knew nothing about cricket. I was a little kid growing up, maybe kicking a few soccer balls, but on this day, there was so much of euphoria, there's so much that was spoken, there was so much that was celebrated from a Karnataka lad. And when everyone was talking about it, I was wondering, what is this game all about? And that is the day I shifted into cricket, and thankfully, I have stayed all along faithfully, thanks to the young man called Gundappa Vishwanath. I would like to dedicate this talk of mine to this living legend, Gundappa Vishwanath, popularly known as GRV as well. We are so delighted that he hails from Karnataka, and of course, now that the game in itself is a sort of a religion in our country, he is ever so respected, he is ever so adored, and he would have actually motivated and inspired, like how he did me. Inspired and motivated me. He would have inspired a generation of cricketers who have gone on to bring laurels to the country. If at the academy where I coach, there are hundreds and thousands playing, I think they must pay their respect to the great man, Gundappa Vishwanath. I would like to dedicate this to him. Now on your screen is something, I wonder if you can read it at all. It's a bit hazy, it's unclear, and this is the iridescence. This is something which a coach can see. This is something which someone can see with a trained eye. The passion that someone brings to the game, the love that they have in them, the fire for cricket. Of course, the love of game is there throughout the country. Everyone loves the game. In India, cricket is the most popular sport. But for someone to spot the passion, the love, the fire for the sport, the game, which is cricket, it needs a little bit of intensity. Now, this is the iridescence. Everybody sitting here, we are all just the same. But who among you has a little spark? Who among those who made the grade in the past has had the spark is what is something that the coach has to identify, or maybe providence and iridescence gives them an opportunity. Going further, I would like to humbly present myself, Irfan Sait, happy to be here talking about the thing that I love, cricket. I'm the director and head coach. I'm lucky to be there, self-appointed, of a very popular academy where I've had a wonderful, wonderful experience. God has been extremely kind, and there have been a lot of people who have helped me to come along this way. I must of course mention my family first, who have sacrificed a lot. They've allowed me to do what I love, and I've spent very little time with them, and I apologize to them. And then, of course, there are these great cricketers. You can see there's a whole screen of international cricketers. I've got a lot many who played for the state, both at the age level as well as the senior cricket. But look at them. They're men, boys, kids, and girls as well. Who says women can't play? There is a lot of women power, and so many of them have gone on to represent their respective countries. Not only the Indian women cricket teams, but teams from Australia. There have been representation from England, USA, and we are very, very proud to say that there are two Indian girls, Sindhu, who leads the national team for United States of America, and then we have Anuradha, a scientist who started cricket in Germany, and today she's a very, very successful captain of Germany. Can you imagine girls hailing from Bangalore, Karnataka, and from our little academy, a little space in one little place in Bangalore? So it is a very, very proud moment, and I doff my hat to all of them who have made us so happy and proud. Along the way, I must also mention that when I started, this is my story, when I started, I had no pathway. I just had the inspiration that came from Gundappa Vishwanath. I wanted to play, but we didn't have any guidance. Me and my brothers, we just tried and set up our own cricket games. We invited others and we kept playing. That stayed with me, that organization to try and create and motivate, that has stayed till date. From there on, when I moved up and I was in different parts of the country, I was in Chennai, I was in Mumbai, and then when I came here to Bangalore, I was very happy and I'm grateful for Brijesh Patel and YB Patel to have accepted me in Swastik Union. And since '84 until now, I stay loyal to the club, Swastik Union Cricket Club. Thanks to their support and by virtue of being the captain, I learned the art or the virtue of observation, which is a key aspect for a coach. If one has to coach, he has to be really observant. He has to pick those little things which may not be visible to all. Like they say, everyone has eyes, but very few can observe. So that skill is what a captain and more so a coach must possess. So this is something which I was after. And then there was that time in 1996 when we traveled with the team to Australia. When others were enjoying and partying, me and my two little kids, who were just about 7 years or 8 years at that time, we went academy hopping. Like they say pub hopping, we did academy hopping. We visited different academies and I realized there's a structured method there. They have a structured method of coaching. They have a proper pattern organized, and I wanted to bring in this when I get back to India. So here is something for all those people who love the sport, who want to be connected in one way or the other. This game offers plenty of opportunities. You could be a coach, you could be a scorer, you could be a commentator, you could be an event manager. There are umpteen opportunities for those seeking a profession in this sport. Now, once I came back here and set my academy up, there were questions asked. What has he played? How can he coach? Who is he after all? So that was embarrassing, sometimes putting me down, and I started having a bit of self-doubt. I could not go back and play first-class cricket because I was past the age and I didn't even have the caliber. So what could I do? I realized I could be perhaps the best coach. But how can I be the best coach because I haven't played enough? How will people recognize or accept me? I got qualified thanks to the KIOC. I got my level 1 certification from Bangalore, India. And then, of course, I wanted to progress. Preference was always given to the former cricketers, those who have played at the higher level. So they coached, they played, therefore they coach. Now, I wanted to beat the system. I looked for various avenues, and I found my opportunity to do my level 2 in Australia. I loved the system that they did there, and I picked a lot of things from there, and also had the opportunity to train alongside the former Australia captain, Graham Yallop. So this is something which I loved. Now the next level is level 3. They would never allow me to do it here because it was reserved for the top-ranking cricketers. So I found my pathway. Thanks to my very good friend Sanjay Shah in Manchester, I managed to secure a seat in level 3, and I did the level 3, and luckily for me, I passed. I got through with good accreditation, and now I have the proud privilege of saying India, Australia, England. I have all the 3 certifications. And whatever knowledge I acquired, in my humble way, I've tried and shared it with the cricketers at our academy. On our screen we have Robin Uthappa. Now, when we say Robin Uthappa, there's glamour, there's, the popularity, there's so much that is happening around him. But very few know the iridescence, the other side, the other colors, the difficulties, the challenges that he has faced. On this video, which I would like to request to be played now, you will see he gets hit, but he doesn't stop. Let's go. Stop, please. Now, Robin Uthappa is being attended to because he is training to play in Australia. He wants to play the hard stuff. Brett Lee coming and bowling to him. He wants to face that 150 plus speed and the uneven bounces, because in Australia the ball bounces a lot. And in the process he gets hit. When he hit a 6 in Sydney, nobody knew what he had gone through. He had actually shed blood. This was Robin Uthappa training. But the young man there, standing next to him, his name is Raghavendra. I met him at Hubli railway station. He wanted to be involved in cricket. He loved the game. He came, I said, look, I have very little space to offer for you to stay. But I can accommodate you at the academy. He was willing, and he said, look, right now I'm sleeping in graveyards. I would rather come and sleep in your office. He came over. He worked hard. Today, please hold your breath. The Sachins have gone, the Dhonis have gone, the Gangullis have gone. The Virat Kohlis also will go, but he stays with the Indian cricket team as the throwdown specialist. Can we give him a round of applause? What he did here with Robin Uthappa, he has grown and taken it into the Indian national cricket team. He is someone who the team cannot do without, is what they say. Now, from a boy who had no food, someone who slept in the graveyards, travels with the Indian cricket team, and he lives in 5-star hotels, and he takes very good care of his family as well. Having said that, we also need to try and tell them and show them how to handle success and how to handle failure. It could be a disaster if there is someone who's really, really worked hard and has not succeeded. We need to show them a pathway that this is not be-all and end-all. If you want to stay in cricket, I would be a living example. I didn't play at the highest level. I never got selected anywhere. But I am in cricket, and I think I made some name. So we can educate them. We can tell them that, yes, you can also do various other things, be involved in sport, compete hard, work extremely hard, but take it as it comes. Don't stress too much on selections alone. Selection could put a lot of pressure. Parental expectations could put a lot of pressure. So we need to be taking care of this. I think there's so much more. If I go on talking, I think I can go on forever. But I think I might have to cut short and say the cricketer who has to make it, if the sun rays, like my good friend said, has to pass through the prism, they have to make themselves available in the sunshine. They have to do what it takes. They have to have the spirit. They have to have the fire. They have to have the hunger for success. And they need to have discipline. Discipline begins with time. We always say at my academy, we say, never come on time. People look at me aghast. Yes, please come before time. Value time, and then time will value you. Do the right things, and leave the rest to the selectors and whoever matters. Also, one of my endeavors would be to put a smile. I can't make everyone. If it was me, I would have made all of them test cricketers or national cricketers. It's not me. It is the players. Let the coaches give credit to the players. It is the players who matter. It is they. The game belongs to them, not to us. we are only the custodians. We can only keep sharing what we know and enjoy and bask in the reflected glory of the players. The player shines, the happiness money cannot buy. The happiness that we get, money cannot buy. This is something which we try and emphasize with the coaching team and make sure that the player is getting his due respect and he's getting the due credit. If we can't get them to be at the top-ranking cricketers, the least we can do as coaches is put a smile on their face, make their lives happy. And I think this game has made a lot of people's lives valuable. They have put a lot of smiles, given them happiness, and given them gainful occupation. If not anything, it's kept them away from all the nefarious things that the modern world has to offer. The distractions, the potholes and the debacles, all of them could be kept away with a healthy team sport. What a game this is. What a game this is. It's a team game which teaches us the way of life. It teaches us how to live together as a family, as a team. Each one has a role to perform, and each one has something or the other to offer, sometimes soon, sometimes later. Thank you very much for listening to me, and I'm really, really grateful. Thank you.